Sweet.
Like,
Woo!
yeah.
Party.
Vocabulary. Need I say more? You know what we do, and you know how we do it. Let go. An essay is a piece of writing with a point or argument, aka the thesis is the most important part of it. You're not a little kid, and this is not a book report. You need heat like LeBron, get it cooking more. There's lots of ways to organize your essay, but 5 paragraphs might be the best way. First paragraph is here to introduce, set the stage for the thesis. Yeah, it's coming soon. The thesis goes at the end of the introduction, plus 3 points you will be discussing. Those 3 ideas support your argument. Have each one bring a funk like Parliament. Each point will get a paragraph to make it pop, each with a topic sentence that goes at the top. Then wrap it up in the conclusion. Restate your thesis in new phrases and you won't be losing. There's 5 paragraphs in my essay. First introduces my thesis the best way. A paragraph for each point in the body. Then I conclude like it's my hobby. There's 5 paragraphs in my essay. First introduces my thesis the best way. A paragraph for each point in the body. Then I conclude like it's my hobby. Let's say I'm writing about pets, locking down this essay even though I'm not a vet. My introduction has some basic facts about the ownership rates for dogs and cats. I make sure my thesis stands out like a tattoo. It's dogs make better pets than cats do, because they're more loyal and they show more affection. Plus you can teach them tricks, they take directions. That's my intro, now I go deep into each point, expanding all 3. 1, I break down how dogs are more loyal, treat their owner like a king so you feel royal. 2, I break down how they're more affectionate. You know when they're happy, there's no need to be guessing it. 3, my third point, you can teach them tricks. You can't teach a cat how to go and fetch sticks. I conclude, unless you have an allergy like I chew, dogs make way better pets than cats do. They're faithful, happy, lovey, they can roll over and stand. So you better get a dog because a cat is not your friend. There's 5 paragraphs in my essay. First introduces my thesis the best way. A paragraph for each point in the body. Then I conclude like it's my hobby. There's 5 paragraphs in my essay. First introduces my thesis the best way. A paragraph for each point in the body. Then I conclude like it's my hobby.
Oh yeah, it's the week in rap, and this one's going out to Emerson Elementary School in Madison, Wisconsin. Y'all ready? Let's go! It's Flow Cab and we're coming with the vibes, plus a lot of headlines that we need to describe. Americans voted in midterm elections. At the time of recording, control is still in question of the House and the Senate. But we had a lot of firsts, man, like the first Gen Z congressperson, the first black governor in Maryland, y'all, plus the first woman governor in Arkansas. There was a climate summit, and it's no mystery, the past 8 years have been the hottest in history. As the signs of climate change become more dramatic, will we try and stop it so it's not automatic? Plus scientists announced that lab-grown blood has been transfused into humans. Like what? They put in just a little to see how it behaves. If it works, people with blood disorders could be saved. Did you catch Tuesday's lunar eclipse in the sky? The last total lunar eclipse till 2025. It was a blood moon, so if you saw red, that's the sunlight's reflection messing with your head. And emperor penguins are now on the brink due to threats from climate change. They might become extinct. And because their population's under attack, they're now protected by the Endangered Species Act. And the Houston Astros are baseball's best. They won another World Series, putting Philly to the test. That's the second in 6 years. The way that they played had 1 million people celebrating at their parade. It's Flow Cab, we got the tools of the trade, giving you the news as we make moves every day. Okay? And yo, don't forget to enter the shout-out contest. Have a teacher, parent, or guardian submit your rhymes, and maybe you'll make it into the week in rap.
A paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing. Started off with a topic sentence that's about the main thing. And then you give some supporting details to fill the paragraph up. And finish it off with a closing sentence. Voila, you're done.
So you wanna write a paragraph? Well, you gotta come up with a sentence that explains the topic, the main idea. What's the paragraph about? It's the most important part, so make it count. The topic sentence is the first thing we'll read, so you wanna make it interesting as can be. Now let's see, what's the point you wanna make? Maybe cupcakes are the best type of cake, and the following sentences in the paragraph will be reasons explaining why you believe that. They'll give details like cupcakes are cute to help describe why you feel like you do. They are there to support the main idea. They help build the paragraph like IKEA, but they need a topic sentence to lead the charge. Coming up with one, it isn't too hard. Just think of the point that you're trying to make, and don't be shy, put it at the top of the page. I said think of the point that you're trying to make, and don't be shy, put it at the top of the page.
A paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing. Started off with a topic sentence that's about the main thing. And then you give some supporting details to fill the paragraph up. And finish it off with a closing sentence. Voila, you're done. I wanna say what's up. I wanna send my love. I wanna wish you well. I gotta write you a letter, a letter, a letter. Write you a letter, a letter, a letter. Do you have a fax machine? Nah, a letter, a letter, a letter.
Email is convenient. You click a few buttons. What's better than a letter though? Nothing. Typed or handwritten, put some effort in it. They're pretty similar, not that different. They both are forms of communication, a way to get in touch, say what up, what's shaking. The person you are writing to is the recipient, like family, celebrities, politicians, or kittens. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-grit. Letters have 5 parts, the first of which is the heading, your name, address, and the date. It goes on the right at the top of the page. The second part that you'll be needing is the greeting. It's how you say hello to whoever is reading. Also, it's important to know, if it's a business letter, use their title. Keep it formal, like Dear Mr. Anderson, good day, Miss Russell. For friends, it's cool to write your what up, cuzzo. Also, remember this, and there won't be a problem. Capitalize the greeting and end it with the comma.
I wanna say what's up. I wanna send my love. I wanna wish you well. I gotta write you a letter, a letter, a letter. Write you a letter, a letter, a letter. What about a telegram? Nah, a letter, a letter, a letter.
So here we are at the body, the letter's third part. You know, where you go ahead and spill your heart. It can be long or short, whatever you want. If you're writing your friends, say some silly stuff. Make an inside joke only they will get. That way they'll have a good laugh when they read it. And when you've said all that you have to say, the fourth step is at a closing to the page. It's a short phrase used to wrap things up, like yours truly, or this message will self-destruct. Again, remember so there won't be a problem. Capitalize the closing and end it with the comma. The fifth part, the last thing to do is add your signature and make it cool, kid, but don't overthink it or strain your brain. It's just a fancy way of writing your name, and there you have it. You wrote a whole letter, top to bottom, 5 parts together.
I wanna say what's up. I wanna send my love. I wanna wish you well. I gotta write you a letter, a letter, a letter. Write you a letter, a letter, a letter. Maybe an email. Nah, a letter, a letter, a letter.
Remind me again why we can't just send an email?
A paragraph is a good.
Yeah. Tell you about these paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences put together in a way that explores a topic. The perfect paragraph is like a tasty sandwich. How? Each sentence an ingredient. And it's important how you stack them, beginning, middle, end. If it's not set up right, it won't make sense. Like meat goes between two slices of bread. Imagine bread in the middle of the meat instead. A topic sentence comes first, then detailed sentences. You have a closing sentence at the end to finish it, and the topic sentence is the most important. It gives the main idea or tells you what the point is. That first sentence is always indented. That's how you know that. That is the paragraph's beginning. A paragraph can be all fact or opinion. It depends on the flavor that you want to give it.
A paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing. Started off with a topic sentence that's about the main thing. And then you give some supporting details to fill the paragraph up. And finish it off with a closing sentence. Voila, you're done.
We know the opener and closer are top and bottom, just like the bread. Next, you gotta fill it up with meat, I mean details. The paragraph's body supports the main idea. These sentences help prove your point, like evidence being presented in court. These sentences are organized with transition words, like also in addition, next, second, and third, and don't include details that don't support. What? The last thing you wanna do is prove yourself wrong. Before I get carried away, let me say, the closing sentence can't simply restate the main idea in different words, or it can be a thought that ties the paragraph together. So to end, a good paragraph may make you hungry for more information about the topic you're covering.
A paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing. Started off with a topic sentence that's about the main thing. And then you give some supporting details to fill the paragraph up. And finish it off with a closing sentence. Voila, you're done.
Hey Maurice, did you finish the opinion piece for the school newspaper?
Of course I did. I wrote about why breakfast is the best meal of the day.
What a great topic. Wait a minute. This just lists your favorite breakfast foods.
Uh-huh.
And it says here that it's best because you say so.
Sure is.
And the last sentence says you like dinner just as much.
I do.
I think we're gonna need to work through this one together. Okay, Maurice, let's get to work on this opinion piece. The topic's great, true for you, but maybe not for me. Let's start by stating your opinion very clearly. Breakfast is the best meal, period. You feel me? This shouldn't never be a fact or something always true. For example, you won't argue that the sky is blue, but facts are needed to support your opinion and explain why you're eating scrambled eggs and not chicken. There's some phrases that you might need to know to make it super clear. And opinions, what you wrote, those are I think to me, in my opinion, just to name a few.
I think breakfast has by far the best kinds of food.
Sweet. And adjectives can be a big helper. Best, worst, better, easiest, or healthier. Hook in your reader with an interesting intro to keep them excited for your piece that's essential.
Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here? Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here?
Yeah. Now let's talk about supporting facts, reasons, and examples. They have your opinions back. You'll need at least 2 reasons to explain how you came to your opinion to make sense of what you're saying. These can be facts or even personal reasons that support your opinion and convince the people reading. To help the reader follow, you should use linking words like first, next, finally, second, or third.
I see. Let me try. Here's why breakfast rules.
Why?
First, it gives me energy before I go to school.
Fact.
Next, orange juice is amazing. Pancakes too. Orange juice is healthy and pancakes always make me full.
great. That was a fact and one more opinion, but you added more facts to back it up. Now you get it. To wrap it up, restate your opinion and the reasons you believe it, then the piece is completed.
Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here? Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here?
In conclusion, breakfast is the best meal because it gives you energy to start your day and has delicious drinks and food that not only makes you nice and full, but can also be good for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Maurice.
What's a thesis? A sentence that you write for your readers. Tells them what you'll believe and gives them a reason for reading. It's gonna drive your essay like it's in the cockpit. Make it stand out like a nun in the mosh pit. Put it at the end of your first paragraph. Treat it like a baby. Are you taking care of that? This is big. A thesis needs to be an argument that you're arguing, not something so obvious. Don't say Apple is a company, that's obvious. It sounded kinda dumb to me. But if you say Apple's products are overrated, whew, now that's something that could be debated. Okay, you can test if it's a thesis. Is it something that a smart person could disagree with? Don't say Tupac made some good hip-hop. That's a bad choice, like wearing socks with flip-flops. But the Black Panthers influenced Tupac's ideology. Is that a better choice? It's gotta be. Don't make it too large, don't supersize. Keep it really focused like a camera guy. Make your thesis tight like skinny jeans. Take your time to scrub it down, Mr. Clean. Do the legwork, make it legitimate. Do you need to revise? Consider it. Get specific with it. You don't want to mess your message up and misdeliver it. Have people thinking you're illiterate. Don't be vague. Don't go talking in the first person, saying, I think this book is kind of worth it. Yeah, make it clear like a windshield, and by your conclusion, you will know how a win feels. Make your thesis clear like a windshield, and by your conclusion, you'll know how the wind feels.
Yo, you nervous?
Nah, don't be nervous. We got this. We're gonna ace this test. Together. Flow cab. First things first, you gotta study. There's no way to pass if you don't. Trust me, not the night before the test happens. That's cramming. If you got a week, use the time to your advantage. Teachers don't want you to fail. Aight, buddy? Find out what's being covered so you know what to study. The night before the test, it's all about rest. So you wake up wide-eyed and fully refreshed. Leg on my ego, wear my OJ, okay? Skip a meal on test day? No way. You need food for thought to keep focused and calm. Not a rumble in your tummy cause you're hungry, come on. Pay attention to directions and ask questions. Make sure that you understand the test, no stressing. Count up the sections and plan your attack. Easy questions first to get you on track. I'll be like a phoenix rising, burning through these tests, there's no surprising me cause I studied hard from day one. Acing these tests, I've got them on the run. I'll be like a phoenix rising, burning through these tests, there's no surprising me cause I studied hard from day one. Acing these tests, I've got them on the run. You don't have all day to get your answers straight. An important part of taking any test is pace. Prioritize the questions, and if you gotta skip it, leave a mark by it so that you don't forget it. If it's multiple choice and you're stuck, use the process of elimination, make an educated guess. If it's true or false, you gotta read it carefully. If one word is out of place, it's false all the way. If it's reading passages, it can't hurt to read the questions you'll be answering first. If it's an essay, organize your thoughts in a list or outline to make sure your answer's coherent. The goal is to finish with a little time left so you can double check and make sure it's correct. You all done? There's only one step left. It sounds silly, but make sure your name's on the test. I'll be like a phoenix rising, burning through these tests, there's no surprising me cause I studied hard from day one. Acing these tests, I've got them on the run. I'll be like a phoenix rising, burning through these tests, there's no surprising me cause I studied hard from day one. Acing these tests, I've got them on the run.
converting decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it, that's how you can change those decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it, that's how you can change those decimals to fractions. Yeah, I'm about that action. If I read a decimal number, I gotta remember about its place values. I'm talking tens and hundreds of thousands. Here the steps you take till you found it. First, you read it, say the decimal loud. It already sounds like it's in a fraction. Second, you know the denominator is the last digit's place value. Then third, you're looking for the numerator. Use every digit after the decimal point. And fourth is a final and simple. Of course, we simplify the fraction. Use the greatest common factor. Learn it fast, become a master. Change those decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it, that's how you can change those decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it. If I could use a very quick example, I got 5 tenths now. Using tens, hundreds, thousands, we can say it out loud. 5 tenths. The place value is tens and the numerator 5. Simplify to 1/2, on to the next one. Let's convert 1100s using tens, hundreds, thousands. We can say it to our friend 1100s. The place value is hundreds and the numerator 11, but we can't reduce the fraction, so it's on to the next 125,000s. Using tens, hundreds, thousands, we can say it out loud. 125,000s. The place value is thousands and the numerator 125, simplified to 1/8. Now the last examples mix 3 and 2400s. Using tens, hundreds, thousands, we can say it like before. 3 and 2400s. The place value is hundreds and the numerator 24, simplified to 6/25. Don't forget the 3 though, you added to the start. 3 and 6/25, you figured out the final problem. Now there's other decimals like ones that never ever end. That requires algebra, I think we'll have to meet again. Converting decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it, that's how you can change those decimals to fractions. Say the number shown and find the place value of the last one. That's the denominator, take the numbers that we're after. The decimal point, then throw them up top, cause that's your numerator. Simplify it, that's how you can change those decimals to fractions.
Yeah, let's compare. Yeah, let's compare. Yeah, let's compare. Yeah.
We compare numbers to show which are larger, smaller, and which are the same.
Yeah, let's compare.
We compare numbers to show which are equal, greater, and less than.
Yeah, let's compare.
We compare numbers to show which are larger, smaller, and which are the same.
Yeah, let's compare.
We compare numbers to show which are equal, greater, and less than.
Yeah, let's compare.
Today we're going to compare numbers. A number line like this will help us. It shows the numbers getting bigger from left to right. Let's start with this group of stamps. Alright, alright, alright. There are 7 stamps here and 4 stamps there. Now let's use the number line to compare. 7's to the right of 4, so it is larger. So 7 is greater than 4. 7 is greater than 4. But what about 3 apples here and 8 apples there? Yeah, 8 apples there. 3 and 8, yeah. 3 is left of 8 on the number line.
so it's smaller when compared. 3 is less than 8, yeah. Now there are 4 rocks here and 4 rocks there. They are the same on the number line. So 4 is equal to 4. And last up we got 10 pencils here, 9 pencils there. So 10 is greater than 9, yeah. We compare numbers to show which are larger, smaller, and which are the same. Yeah, let's compare. We compare numbers to show which are equal, greater, and less than. Yeah, let's compare. We compare numbers to show which are larger, smaller, and which are the same. Yeah, let's compare. We compare numbers to show which are equal, greater, and less than. Yeah, let's compare. So, like we heard, we use the words greater than, less than, equal to compare numbers. Let's leave the objects a number line behind, and just use numbers this time, yeah. How about 6 compared to 9? 6 is less than 9. Yeah, 6 is less than 9, yeah. How about 5 compared to 5? They're the same number. So 5 is equal to 5, yeah. 5 is less than 9, yeah. 9 is greater than 8, yeah. 8 is less than 10, yeah. 9 is greater than 1, yeah. 5 is less than 7. 3 is equal to 3. 2 is equal to 2. But 8 is greater than 2. Yeah, we're getting so good at this. We don't need no number line. We're getting so good at this. Number line, straight dismiss. We're getting so good at this. We don't need no number line. We're getting so good at this. Number line, straight dismiss. We love numbers. the comparison croc, and I'm here to show you how it's done. Comparing numbers are fun. So here we go. Here we go. I'm a croc, but not the shoe. And I'll tell you what, I love to chew in verse 2. But for now, something else that I love. Comparing numbers. Let me show you how it's done. First up, let's start with an easy one. 9 compared to 5. 9 is greater than 5. Let's go again. 7 compared to 10, 7 is less than 10. What about 5 and 5, the same number? 5 is equal to 5, let's do another. What if the numbers have more digits? Like 15 compared to 12, that's ambitious. We can use place values to compare. Start with the digit on the left and go from there. Both numbers have a 1 in the tens place. It's a tie there, on to the next place. That's the ones place, there's a 5 and a 2. 5 is larger, so we're just about through. Now we know 15 is greater than 12. I'm starting to feel really pleased with myself. Now let's go bigger and do 3-digit numbers. Wanna hurry up, cause I'm feeling the hunger. 116 compared to 138, they both have a 1 in the hundreds place. But 116 has a 1 in the tens place, while 138 has a 3 in the tens place. 1 is less than 3, I ain't gotta say. 116 is less than 138.
Greater than, less than, or equal to. I'm telling you what these symbols do. I use them all day long to compare this number here to that number there. Greater than, less than, or equal to. I'm telling you what these symbols do. Remember, if you start to wonder, my open mouth face is the bigger number. The bigger number. The bigger number. My open mouth face is the bigger number.
Now I'm a crocodile, don't have time to write. I compare numbers and I like to bite. So instead of writing greater than, less than, or equal to, I use symbols and you can use them too. This sign means greater than. When the bigger number's on the left, use it then. And when the smaller number is on the left, the less than sign. That'll work best. If the numbers are equal, use an equal sign. You've seen it before, it looks like 2 stacked lines. I've got a trick if you're feeling confused, like you're not sure which symbol to use. These symbols look like my mouth opened wide, and the bigger number's always next to the open side. I'm always hungry and trying to eat the bigger number. So let's practice to the beat. 9 compared to 2, greater than. 6 compared to 7, less than. 3 compared to 3, equal to. I guess I can't eat either 3. 20 compared to 12, greater than. 100 compared to 200, less than. 15 compared to 15, I guess I can't eat either 15.
Greater than, less than, or equal to. I'm telling you what these symbols do. I use them all day long to compare this number here to that number there. Greater than, less than, or equal to. I'm telling you what these symbols do. Remember, if you start to wonder, my open mouth face is the bigger number. The bigger number.
How much for 4 pounds at $1.50 a pound? Multiply with decimals, yeah, that's how. How much is 10 an hour at 3 hours a day? Finding the product is the way. You gotta multiply the decimals, that's what's up. And what do you get? The product. Just multiply the decimals, that's what's up. And what do you get? The product.
Multiplying decimals can seem complicated, but these strategies hopefully will make it not so hard to get the job done when you're working on solving math problems. Here's a whole number and a decimal to work with. 2 times 0.03 or 300ths. Say it either way, they're both the same. When you model it with words, you'll use this name. 600ths or 0.06 is what you get. You can model this on a number line to solve it. It looks kinda tricky, but let's give it a try. Move up 300th, not just 2 times. But what if both factors are decimal? Don't freak out, there's a way to solve that too. So if 0.7 times 0.4 is what they're asking, first we could convert them both to fractions. 7/10 times 4/10, and we can write that like this. Multiply and you get 28 hundredths, or convert the product to a decimal if you want it. And that number would be 0.28. No sweat, right? A piece of cake. I said that number would be 0.28. No sweat, right? A piece of cake.
How much for 4 pounds at $1.50 a pound? Multiply with decimals, yeah, that's how. How much is 10 an hour at 3 hours a day? Finding the product is the way. You gotta multiply the decimals, that's what's up. And what do you get? The product. Just multiply the decimals, that's what's up. And what do you get? The product.
Problems ain't no problem if you know how to solve them. Use what you know about powers of 10. Take 5.12 times 3.1. In just 3 steps, we can get it done. Step 1, estimate an educated guess. About 5 times 3 is what the product is, or should be, making it close to 15. The guess isn't exact, but close to what it'll be. Step 2, stack the numbers to multiply. Take the points away, move them over to the right. It's important. Don't line up the decimals. Multiply to get 15872. Step 3, okay, I know I said take them out, but put the decimal point back in after you count. How many digits are before the point in the factor? This is the last step in finding the answer. With 5.12 and 3.1, we need 3 decimal places. In the product, we end up with 15.872. Close to our estimate. That's how we do.
How much for 4 pounds at $1.50 a pound? Multiply with decimals, yeah, that's how. How much is 10 an hour at 3 hours a day? Finding the product is the way. You gotta multiply the decimals, that's what's up. What do you get? The product. Just multiply the decimals, that's what's up.